is just about getting the mathematical model. Okay, it's about getting the transfer function model of the magnetic levitation setup. Okay, getting the transfer function model. Okay, so there is no experiment with respect to that. Manual is available. Okay, a manual is available. There it is been in detailed description. It is given how we are getting the transfer function. Okay, how we are getting the finally how we are arriving at the transfer function model of the magnetic levitation. Okay, so this is the transfer function. P of x is equal to q by ms square plus cs plus r. Okay, transfer function model is there. Okay, now these are all the parameters. These are all the parameters that we are the experiment includes. These are all these parameters. Okay, these are all the parameters. So using these parameters we will conduct the experiments. Okay, that we will get to know when we run the application. Okay, when we run the particular experiments application, when we run, we will understand that. Okay, but these parameters it will be there for this magnetic levitation. Okay, what are the parameters? Actuator parameter A, actuator parameter B. I told you there will be two actuators. Okay, one is top and the other one is bottom actuators. So two parameters of actuator parameters. It is a constant. Okay, it depends on which coil is used. It's a constant value. It is just a value. Okay, A and B, and the N is there. It is also it is a default value. It is given. See, for everything there is a default value is also given. Okay, so these parameters you have to be aware of those things. Okay, magnetic mass. This will be varying. Okay, we will vary this. Okay, initial height is also a constant. Later on we will vary the height. I told you about the coefficient of friction. Okay, it's a viscous friction. Coefficient of friction I told you. Okay, we will vary those parameters. Okay, in the particular applications of the experiment. Okay, that is all about this control engineering lab. Okay, so this is a first experiment, that is a plant modeling. Okay, next we will go to the second experiment, that is a transient response. Okay, transient response we will go. Okay, so this is available in the manual. Manual is supplied to you. Okay, it is available in the manual. You can go through all theoretical concepts if you want to know. You can read this. You will understand what theoretically what it is. You can understand. Okay, but what about conducting the experiment? I am going to discuss about conducting the experiments only. Okay, so we will go back to this plant modeling. No experiment is there. Then we are going to the first experiment. According to the list of experiments, second experiment, that is transient response. Okay, you go to the transient response, click on the transient response. Here you can find the application. See, this is the application. Okay, it is there. This application. You have to click on this application. If you click on the application, it will get open. Okay, so this application, initially when you open the application, it will be running. It will be running. So what you have to do, once you open the application, you have to press this stop button. If you press the stop button, it will stop. It will stop. Okay, otherwise it will be running only. When you open only, it will be running. Okay, so you have to stop the application. So transient response, stop. Okay, now we'll come to this. See here, what we have to do. See, this is what your interface, experiment user interface. Okay, this is what you will get the screen. Okay, here you can see these tags. Okay, see here there is a actuator is there. You can enter the value for the actuators. I told you about the actuator. There are two actuators, A and B, and coefficient of friction is there, that is C. Okay, and initial height of the magnet. By default it will be there. Otherwise, once you stop the experiment now, what you have to do is go to edit and press this reinitialize values to default values. Okay, it will come to the default values. Okay, it will come to the default values. Okay, edit reinitialize to the default values. Okay, so stop, reinitialize the values to the default values. Now what we are supposed to do is, see here, transient data will be given to you. The examination, transient data will be given to you. Okay, what is the data will be given to you? You will be given initially for this transient experiment, what will be given is this magnetic levitation Planck transfer function will be given to you first. Directly we will give the transfer function. Okay, this maglev transfer function will be given to you. What you are supposed to do? You have to calculate these parameters, that is rise time, peak time, settling time, overshoot, all these things you have to calculate first initially. Okay, so that is transient response, right? You have the formulas here. You have the formulas here. I have given already. Again, I am going to circulate in detail. I am going to circulate these formulas. You are going to make use of these formulas once the transfer function model is given to you. That is, this transfer function will be given. This transfer function will be given to you first. So what you are supposed to do? You have to determine these parameters. That is rise time, settling time, peak overshoot. Okay, these three things you have to calculate first. Theoretically, this is for transient response experiment. Okay, theoretically you have to calculate first. Okay, once you do the calculations, then it's over. You go to the examiner, take a signature. Okay, after doing the calculations, then you come to the, then the system will be allotted to you. You come to the system, you open the control engineering lab, go to the transient response. Okay, application, run the application now. Now you come to the application. Here a data will be given to you like this only, data. Okay, here data is given to you. Okay, so this data you have to give it as an input. Okay, see here actuator coefficient is what? It is 1. So you can enter the data here. Actuator coefficient data 1 and actuator coefficient B, that is actuator B. Okay, it is 4. So enter 4. Next, viscous coefficient, viscous friction coefficient is how much? It is 0.31 and initial height of the magnet. Initial height of the magnet is 1.75. Okay, 1.75. Okay, so you are entering the values. That's all. I am entering the values. Okay, I am entering the values. So once you enter the values, then you have to go and run the experiment. Okay, if you run the experiment, you will get the readings, whatever the results you will get. You will get the results in two types. That is, one graph is there. The other things are the readings you will get. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, this is the result. Okay, so here whatever you have calculated early, theoretically, it should be matched with the experimental, whatever theoretically you have calculated. No, that should be matched with the whatever values you are getting. Okay, these parameters, rise time, peak time, overshoot values. Okay, it should match. Okay, and you will get the graph experiment, and you can print out ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ಅವತ್ತು
ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ಔಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ
exam
ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ.
So you can take the printout of this, okay, this graph. For that you go and click on the graph, then export simplified image, okay, and save to file to any folder, okay, any folder. If you show the folder, see desktop. Nitin is there. Okay, save that.
ಸರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಪ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಪ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಇದು ಫೈಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಕೊಡಿ
File name.
ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
This is about transient response, right?
ಬಟ್ ವರ್ಡಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ 2 ಫೈಲ್ ಒಂದೇ ಕಡೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು.
You can do that also. It's okay. See, if you go and check this desktop, go and check this desktop. Nitin is there, transient is there. You will get the image. Otherwise, you can copy and paste it in the Word also.
ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಪ್.
Okay, copy paste is there. Okay, after getting that, you can mark what is the rise time, what is the settling time. Graphically you can mark. See, this is the rise time, so time to x-axis, mark it on the scale. Okay, use the pencil scale, mark what is the rise time, what is the settling time. Okay, all these things. This is a transient thing. What do you mean by transient response? After certain interval of time, that fluctuation will die out. That is the transient response. Whatever the fluctuation is there now, that will die out after certain interval of time. From from 0 to maximum value it will reach, and it will settle down. It will take some time to settle down. Okay, that is the settling time. Okay, from 0 to maximum it is called a rise time. And if it is crossing the desired value, then that is the overshoot. That is overshoot. What percentage it is crossing, that is overshoot. Okay, so that is about this experiment. Okay, so only you have to worry about these things. These calculations you have to know. You should know the formula and do the calculation. Okay, this is about the transient response experiment. Okay.